Okay, the forensic audit, since you brought it.
That's my goal. What, forensic audit? I don't know, is that big?
I don't know, I think that's been all of us. I actually found a couple of companies.
Yeah.
I think I actually sent them to myself and other, because I was like trying to make sure I didn't lose them. But
I talked to Pete Parinsky today.
good, Pete's always got a plethora of information. I like that man.
It said it's gonna be a minimum of $35,000.
I mean, that's what we were told before.
Yeah.
And they pretty much, I mean,
He said, and that was being kind. He said,
It wasn't $35,000 for the back. When I asked for it first.
and I know it's big, but it's
$35,000 now.
and when you move forward with the forensic audit and the research I've been doing, so you pick an area that you really want them to dig the deepest in.
Or was it
They
24?
look over everything, but they will pick an area that they'll dig the deepest in, whatever we think, and trying to make sure that, in general, and this is not towards anybody, it's just we've had a lot of staff changes, a lot of numbers that we can't, I mean, it shouldn't have taken us 2 years to even get a 2024 audit done. So this is something we need to, it was voted on. If we're all still, I mean, I have a couple of companies I'm willing to send out, I can share them with everybody. I just did some research and literally looked up municipality forensic audit companies and was able to find like 4 of them today in a 3-second span.
I did say he's gonna wait until all our 25 audit was done.
So, I mean, that's fine, I mean, our 2025 audit, I'm hoping it's close to done, I don't know. I didn't know the 2024 was done, as much as Case was raised about that, I figured we would've got an email, a phone call, a cupcake.
Do what? But, I get what she's saying is it shouldn't have taken that long. It should have been done at the end of the year. I mean, it's a state law, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it should have been done at the end of the year. And that's why I said none of us deserve a freaking paycheck, lately. A freaking paycheck. It's not.
So who's
Mr.
responsible
Bob.
for making sure that's done?
Huh?
Who's responsible to make sure that was done?
The mayor.
We've been in contact with them all.
It doesn't matter.
For 2.5
It
years?
doesn't matter.
When I called him, he told me that he wasn't getting the papers he needed.
Did you say it was last week that 2024 was finished? Yeah. Because Kim said at the fire station that 2024 was finished back then.
Yeah, he said Thursday.
So which is it?
I'm curious to learn it, so, in the couple of years that I've been on council, I know that we've had to request extensions, did we do that before? Have we always requested extensions, and why do we request extensions, I'm just curious,
That's when it's finished. And you've got to December the 31st of that year.
so,
Yeah,
that's
end
why,
of the
that's
year,
why we
end
always
of the
want
year. What
to
did
ask
you
for
say?
extensions, so we need to look for a new auditor, and I don't want to do that, I want to start over, we don't have to, but that's why I'm curious, like, why are we always, because I don't see all these other cities having to request this many extensions, so I'm nervous.
I've looked, y'all are in the small percentage of people that are late every year.
Well, I think that does make
Yeah.
me feel better, because I looked around and.
No, I'm talking, that shouldn't make y'all feel good. Y'all are in a very small percentage of people that's always late. This is not the normal.
It was scheduled for early this year.
I don't believe you can apply for grants either.
That's the
happened.
thing, man, like,
Yep.
it's.
It affects everything.
We've had this same auditor and we're just late every year. Before I even got here.
Well, change then.
I think that's the mayor's power. The auditor.
How long has he been the auditor? How long has he been the, how long?
Oh, man, can you apply for grants if you haven't done an audit?
Nope.
We could not apply for grants until our 2024 was finished, so that was why I wanted us to get it done. I think we can start applying for grants, don't hold me on that, I would have to clarify, but I know at one point in time, I knew we weren't eligible, so we didn't have the 2024 finished.
Oh, we believe that.
Y'all are marked
I'm pretty sure
delinquent for
we're probably, like, knocking on
2025.
the door of not being able to, because 2025 is not finished, so that's why I'm asking the questions about the extensions. Has it always been with Mr. Waters? Because how long have we had Mr. Waters?
Too long.
I knew it, I wouldn't.
4 years.
Mr. Waters is rather new, with Mr. Waters?
You were late 2020, 21, 21, 22, 24, and 25. That state shows. Yeah.
Because we're class of girls.
To my knowledge, 24 is the first one that I recall y'all had to ask for.
No.
That,
Y'all were over 400 days late in the 2020 audit.
As long as it's done.
21?
The only year that was on time from 2020 till now was 2023. 2020 was 430 something days past due, and they give y'all 180 days after the fiscal end. So there's really no excuse for it to be that late.
Commerce, y'all never late?
No, we are not late, it's actually frowned upon.
Mhm.
I guess the question is, are you late because the auditor is late, or are you late because the city is using the information in too late?
And that's what I'm trying to get at, like.
Both.
Both.
It's a combination of both, you just have to get the whole process in.
But there's.
I'm sorry, who
Who's
is this?
That's why I'm curious, it's like, does Mr. Waters have any much on his plate?
Who
That's
are
why I
you?
don't do this. If we're getting our paperwork in, if we're willing to take hits, say we're what we're supposed to, is he not doing what he's supposed to?
He just has access to the computer.
Well, if y'all have only had him for 4 years, I wouldn't say it's the current auditor's fault.
It's done now, you shoot it in to him then.
He gets on the computer and gets whatever he needs, and if he needs anything additional.
I have one started up.
so he comes and
We need
gets
to
what
get rid of QuickBooks.
he
QuickBooks,
needs.
Cause that, or upgrade what we're using, something.
I sent him some stuff, cause I saw that there's other programs like Civic Plus and stuff that we do.
Y'all using the Abacus?
I can't hear you.
An abacus, we're
Y'all
moving
using the
our.
Abacus back there?
Oh, yeah. We need to update the system or something, I don't know.
No,
And lost count.
the way the auditor does it now is he just gets straight on the computer for his.
No, I get
Yeah.
that, but our
No, I
system-
know about QuickBooks, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we need to do something with that system.
So, and that's what I'm trying to figure out now, I'm not questioning what you've been doing, so I guess this is giving me, so yes, 2020 we were late, 2021 we were late, 2022 we were late, 2023 we were on time, 2024 we were delinquent, 2025 to be determined. So that's why I'm curious, do we need to start looking for another auditor? Is Mr. Waters overwhelmed? Are we saying it's him, or is it us? And this is before your time, a lot of this is before your time, so I'm asking in general, so that we can make sure we're staying on top of this, we need to, this.
You have to keep in mind.
I know, but what about the years before? I'm not even asking you to make excuses, I'm thinking about right now. I'm trying to figure out what we need to do, because that's our job, is to figure out Is Mr. Waters on the ground? So that is something we need to look at and discuss and figure out where we want to go with that, 'cause I mean, I can talk to him, but it's not gonna change the fact, 20, 21, 22, I wasn't in office, so I don't know how this relates, why we applied for this, it's just, I don't want us to always be relying on incentives, that's like, you know, when you got your car insurance, you know it's due this day, but you got 10 days after it, you don't ever wanna keep playing with that, because God forbid you hit somebody. So I don't want us to keep playing with that test with grace period, I want us to be on top of it.
You not balance your checkbook every month?
No.
It's really not a grace period though, because their grace period is the 180 days after fiscal ends. Y'all are just late and delinquent.
I just want it done right, that's all I can just
That's
crack.
all we want.
Just do it
We
right.
just want it done.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Amen. No, I get it, but that's why we don't get anything done, we don't ever want to talk about it.
Amanda, you can apply for audits now. They won't release funds until the 2025 is submitted. Or grants, yeah.
About going to the meeting, and going to the fall, whatever you said, and do the budget, we talked about it for a couple minutes and left it alone. We gotta do better.
You gotta do a lot better.
Lot better.
Get a new mayor.
What are you gonna do when you got a big data center money, you gotta, pull up every month or every year, and whatnot? Billions of dollars.
We gotta do better, and even if, can Mr. Waters come here and explain himself? Can we do
Oh,
that?
yes.
Yeah, good idea, Brian.
Yeah, let's ask him.
I mean, I'm not wanting to point fingers, and I'm not asking anybody to make excuses, I don't have to answer this, and I don't have to answer myself. I mean, but if he's only been doing it 4 years, I don't. like, we
Got
had
3
issues
out of the
before
4
Mr.
that
Waters.
he's late.
We had issues before Mr. Waters, so that's why I'm also looking at it like.
Has he only been an accountant for 4 years, or he's only been doing hours for 4 years? If he graduated in 2020.
How do you know him, Mr. Mayor?
He's his friend.
Oh.
What? Tell you the truth.
How was he selected? Who chose him?
Is it voted on like the attorneys and stuff like that? Okay.
Yeah, we just looked at the charter, it says the city council.
I do know that when Roderick and I went to our classes, I know that the GMA actually advises you every so often to change auditors to make sure fresh eyes are looking at your book. So I figured that was why we probably switched to Mr. Waters.
Yeah.
It was before my time, so that's why I'm asking questions.
Bates Carter.
Bates Carter.
Out of Gainesville.
And they do yours on time.
They used to do all.
Yes, but I just wanna be careful when as I'm speaking in the words on time. So on time,
Within the 180 day
on
grace
time
period.
includes a lot of factors. So yes, that they do it on time, but it also includes if your city is submitting their things on time too. So it's very hard to point a finger if everybody's not meeting their deadlines to get a report done. And the standard is that, every 5 years you reevaluate who your.
Have you ever had one 400 days late?
Good question.
So, let's go from here. What you said, Mr. Bob, October? Well, Mr. Bob?
Thank you, I didn't mean to
Oh,
put that on the bottom.
That's not good. I think Mr. Bob said October, November, we should have a number by then and turned in. Period.
When's the fiscal year end?
I think ours ends on December.
So it's a calendar.
And that's, I know that this has been a touchy subject and we've talked about it, and I'm just trying to get down to the root of how we can fix it to not be so sensitive. Maybe next year about this time, but we're not talking about the past 3 years and trying to figure out how to get there.
Well, we can talk about how to fix it until the cows come home, but it's, do you wanna fix it? That's the question.
Or do you want stuff looked at?
Because we talked about it before. We talked about it when you and I first got here, and nothing happened, and we're still falling behind.
It's brought up at every meeting, isn't it?
So I think that's a good, like, if we could probably talk to Mr. Waters, see what we need to do so that we can quit applying for extensions. We need to make sure our audits are done in a timely manner, and if that is something that he can't do, then I guess that leaves us in the position of looking for an auditor.
Doesn't a lot of
We should
places
start that
have-
tomorrow.
have a time that each, division of something has to turn in what their expenditures, what their stuff is? I
Called a
mean,
deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe y'all need internal policies.
That's true,
Yes.
Is that what
but
they're charging?
the fact of the matter is, we gotta actually freaking talk about it, because I think we talked about it one time up here, and we ain't talked about it since.
Everybody should turn in their stuff a certain time or something, and keep up with it as the year goes on.
I mean, that's what at one point in time, we had said every month, we wanted to know where we were in the budget when we come into the meeting.
And that hasn't happened.
And then we also, we wanted regular updates, cause, as I'm learning here, most cities, they go over their budget every couple of months to make sure hey, is this the area we need to really address, look at, we need to.
Because things change all the time.
Exactly. And expenses change and emergencies happen
Yeah,
and
exactly.
things happen, exactly. So that's something that we've been, I know Roderick and I have brought up multiple times, and we would like to still continue to do that, is we need to not just be worried about sitting down in the budget planning for next year's budget. We need to have regular budgets meetings all throughout the year discussing what's going on in the current budget and what's going on, what we're planning for the next budget.
It's a normal business practice. That's what a normal business does.
When do you want me to do that? Well, we originally brought this up before you started getting on board with it over record, so and I was giving you budget updates, and I was bringing it for the department update, but when you told me to
But
do that right.
look, hold on, time out. You keep saying things like that, but you got a smart, talented person right there.
For the attorney, I've got a table and pile.
It was 60 hours in the last week.
And that's fine, but she can multitask. She's very brilliant.
I need him to come and prove them now. That's what he told me, so
So,
they're ready, I got it.
Use her.
She is.
Why don't you just post them online and we wouldn't even
You
get
can't
discussed.
post them until they're approved.
I mean, no, these are not the same thing.
You don't I mean, I cannot even explain to you.
Okay, I'm a dummy then, okay?
Well, and at the risk of really eating my shoe here, and I'm willing to chew on a little bit of leather,
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome, y'all have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.
I do know that with the open records request, like, you can submit the request, we have to respond within 3 days. That does not guarantee that you're gonna have 5,000 pieces of paper from 13 years ago that we had to dig up, but we have to respond, giving you an estimated time that we will have these available. So at the same time, as much as you are bombarded, we have to make sure the city's still running too. So those are some things that you have to start being like, I have to make sure these numbers are put in here, because we have to do that budget, so add 2 more days to that open records, and it's gonna stink, and I know we're gonna get some, but that is the legal way of doing it. Because at the end of the day, we have to make sure the city's still running.
Better 2 more days than not doing it.
I mean, is everybody in agreement that that's how we need to start handling it, making sure that our
I'll
work
take 2
is
more
getting
days
done
if
and
not at
that?
all.
I mean, I don't wanna push it off, I'm not saying push, I don't wanna push it out, I just wanna make sure that none of the citizens are.
Well, aren't all these records older records that were already approved?
Some of this is not.
I'm not sure what the open records requests are, so I can't answer that.
See, I don't know what they are either, but I know that when I type anything on my computer, it's digital, it's on my computer. We have backup, we have cloud backup, we have local backup.
Data centers.
Not yet. I mean, it's pretty much just a search.
Even Steve laughed.
Ma'am, it's not all digital. It should be, but it's not.
And that's what
Well,
we're just
maybe
talking
we
about.
should go that way.
We're trying, I just been a
But
little
the former
sidetracked.
administration didn't do this.
So we're trying to get them, but now there's other searches. We're trying real hard.
If you would post the records online on your city site, we wouldn't have to file
Some of
open
this you
records.
can't.
Mr. Miller, we're trying to get as much digitized as we can. It's unfair to say that we're not, we're trying, but if every time there's a new request, I gotta go off the price and find mine.
Open
But they're in files. Some of this is their stuff.
I can say,
Other
just
cities
so
do.
you all know, I know that everybody wants online. We did not approve a digital online system until I think last year. So we fought really hard to get that system before it was all paperwork and we had a building with things in boxes. So we are trying to put the current stuff on there. We're trying to catch up some of the old stuff. And we're still trying to run the city and answer 60,000 questions about everything else. And we're trying to learn about new stuff that's hitting us every day. So I am being honest, we are trying.
Okay, I just want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
Do other cities around us have what we're asking for, where they don't have to file for open records, they just go over to the city website and it's posted?
Not all.
There are some that do.
But
I know that
All
for a
the
fact.
minutes are usually
There are some
online.
like
That's usually
documents that
done.
are always requested are, but like a lot of the stuff,
It's got personal information on it, it can't just be shared
Yeah.
online.
and all that stuff has to be reviewed. You post somebody's documents that have an account
No,
number.
no,
so it's
no, I'm
very
talking
hard to
about
use.
city stuff, like
City
the
stuff?
water.
Sometimes the
and
city stuff has
like
account
that.
numbers too, sir.
Yeah, so-
Where the water's purchased from, how much water was used, the budget.
Oh, that's online.
All that stuff
Yeah,
should be.
that's online.
Exactly. For us,
Yeah.
And we are trying to update that. I'm not trying to excuse where we are. I know that we are trying to before, but that's why we did vote for a new webpage, one that we can add all that stuff, because the old webpage did not allow us. It was super old and outdated, and we're trying to catch everything up in a very quick amount of time, because I'm not gonna lie, when I started on the council, there was nothing of this. So we were like, hey, we need to start making this more accessible. We need to make this user friendly. We need to scan this stuff in, because there's times at home that I work all day, so I understand the dilemma. I get home at 2 o'clock at night, I need something, and Kim's not at the office for me to be like, hey, can you look this up for me? And I wish I had the accessibility to go to our website and look it up. So that is why we did vote to spend the money on the new webpage and on the scanning system. We knew it would be a long, hard, tedious task, and we are trying, and you know, in about 5 years, we might be caught up, I don't know, but we are trying. I don't wanna promise you any sort of time, we are trying.
There was literally nothing scanned into the system when I started working here. There was nothing digital.
I believe that.
You had to go
So
out to
I
the building and
tried.
get a box and bring it in.
I have
and
to
go
go
to
to the
the
building and get a box. And then you gotta guess what you find inside the box.
It is
Yeah.
Walmart. You don't
Well,
know why
no,
this
it's
is
just
all out in
stuff,
different
files
files.
you wouldn't, I'm like, why is this in here? Why is
It's
that
a wrong
in here?
problem.
So, I mean, you may think we're not producing stuff, but it is like, why is this with this? We don't know.
And
I mean, it's not that we are
kinda like the water, you don't know why the water
We are
tags are so
trying to
long.
find files, but we are literally having to go file by file by file to look for stuff.
And that's.
Boxes and boxes of stuff. We are trying our hardest, but Julie is literally going file by file by file to look for stuff.
And she is.
And she is.
I was in there, she is.
I believe that.
But I did
I
want
mean,
y'all to
we
be
are
aware, like, this is
trying our
where we
hardest.
are, I wanted y'all to understand, when
Why
y'all
did we get
ask for
so
something,
far
and I
behind?
wanted
I
y'all to know, like,
It's
this is
not
where we are.
behind, we are climbing a hill, we are trying
I walked
to.
into City Hall and Julie was in the vault.
I mean, we are
And I'm like,
trying
what are
to
you doing?
start. Then we were at zero, they had never done anything, and I'm like, this has got to be digital. So I started this.
She is the one who brought it to the table that we needed to start
Thank
planning and do.
So I started this from ground zero.
We need to do this.
So I have been working on this since I started, and that, so it was like, okay, I'm gonna start with all of these files, and so I started like with boxes, and just started. And so Julie has started, so what we have is because I started this, and I've been doing it, but, I mean, I
And
can't
don't
do an entire.
If you're looking for something, I will find it if it's there.
Oh,
I
she
will.
did.
I don't,
Hey, she found things that I didn't even know was in there.
I didn't even
So,
know.
I mean,
I mean, shucks, they found that deed to that building down there, we've been trying to dig and figure out where it came from, so I mean, that was a huge
But
find.
that brings me to the next point. We need to get Julie, scanner.
I asked ACNS for a quote, and so.
Okay.
Also, on our website, we've had a lot of technical difficulties, and our IT people have been out.
We're out
there,
today.
like, in and out the last 2 weeks.
When is the new
So,
one going up?
we would love to post everybody's open records requests
Time out.
online, so you can see what we've given, so other people don't repeat and ask for the same things, or you can see all that information as it's okay to be made public.
What do you want me to stop doing? Prioritize for me, what do you want me to do?
It-
Budget, website, open records request.
But that's the reason we got you help.
Who
I'm
has
doing the open
spent
records.
60 hours in the last week doing open records? I'm being dead honest, Robert.
It's
Go
gonna
back
get
and
worse.
look at my, and I
It's gonna get worse.
I'm waiting for him to come in,
So,
to tell
I
me
mean,
what
I'm just telling you,
what can go
Robert,
out.
prioritize our.
Do you not realize if this website was up, these people would have to
Oh, no,
request it?
it's up, because we had to call
You
our
need
IT
to come by
people.
us the week and you
I was
look at that.
there when you weren't there.
But you look at the actual request, we can't post most of that stuff
Yes, we
online.
discussed that.
We can't post that
I
online.
get that.
Okay, so, no, the website will not help,
Can't do all.
not that.
Can't publish medical records or account numbers or people's names attached to accounts or personal, so you have to make sure that they're privacy.
We have medical records.
Hey, at least you're not blaming it on
Yeah,
us.
I mean, I didn't know we had, so that's.
So somebody requested somebody's medical records?
Yeah, yeah. Certain things that were needed upon hiring, those were requested. So if somebody had to take certain tests, they wanted the results from the test, but I can't do that.
Alright.
Somebody requested somebody.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I'm hopefully if we can post each request, maybe we can get that onto the website so people can see what's already been asked for, what answers were able to be given, so everybody can see all of it instead of maybe repeat questions or, just so everybody can see, because the open record should be open.
Okay, let me just be the super bad person.